Hello everyone, today's topic is Ruby. Ruby, the stone of fire, heart and will. Mineralogy, physical structure. Name ruby, mineral corundum. Color from pinkish red to deep pagan blood red due to chromium impurities. Hardness 9 on the Mohs scale, second only to diamond. Luster vitreous, glassy. Transparency from transparent to opaque. Deposits Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Madagascar, Mozambique. Ruby is a crystal of structural strength. Its hardness represents not soft support but concentrated directed energy. Energetic quality. Ruby represents concentrated fire of life, impulse toward action, inner dignity and active heart, sexual and creative power. It does not calm, it activates. Its energy is warm, pulsating, forward moving, with a clear center. This is a stone for people who are ready to take responsibility, are not afraid of power, want to move out of interior. Physiological aspect. Psychological aspect. Ruby works with themes such as fear of self-expression, weak willpower, suppressed sexuality, lack of joy in life, the state of I seem to live but I don't burn. It restores the feeling of I want, the right to desire, the courage to choose, inner support. In archetypal language, this is the energy of the active sun, the warrior of the heart, the living fire. Energy centers it works with. Muladhara, first chakra, stability, life force. Svadhisthana, second chakra, desire, creativity. Anahata, fourth chakra, the heart in its active form. This is not soft hardness, it is a heart that has the strength to say yes or no. When it is best to work with Ruby, when there is stagnation, if there is no motivator, there are many plans but little action, energy levels are low. Ruby initiates the impulse when you need to express yourself. Public speaking, launching a project, a creative breakthrough, making a bold decision. It helps you move instead of doubting. After completing a difficult period, when you have already come out of pain, released the past, ready for a new cycle. Ruby strangeness, the phase of I create during physical exhaustion, but be careful, if the exhaustion is deep, recovery should come first. Ruby is not about healing, it is about activation. When it is not recommended, during strong anxiety, during hyperactivity, when there is a lot of aggression, during inflammatory conditions. It can amplify what is already overheated. How to work with it? Contact through the body. Hold the stone in your hand for 10 or 15 minutes. Focus on breathing in the lower abdomen. Intention, not general phrases, but clearly. I activate the power for combinations with garnet for depression, with hematite for grounding, with rose quartz, so that strange does not become hardness. In short, ruby is the stone of the fast. I no longer hide, I live breathly. It is not for searching, it is for manifestation. Ruby and Scandinavian archetypes. Sword. The purest correspondence. Why him? Primordial cosmic fire, the force that completes the old. The flaming sword. Purification through burning. Ruby is concentrated fire in crystalline form. Sword is fire in mythological form. Both do not warm for comfort. They end cycles and initiate new ones. If you are working with teams of cutting through illusions, closing old sceneries, the inner decision enough. Ruby resonated strongly with Sword's energy. Thor, Ruby is in action. Her ruby manifests as physical strength, determination, protection, the impulse I act. If ruby works at the level of Muladhara and the body, this is Tor. This is not the destruction of the world. This is a strike against an obstacle. Freya, ruby in the heart and passion. Her ruby becomes passion, sexuality, magnetism, a heart that knows its worth. This is not destructive fire. It is the fire of attraction and feminine power. Who does? It suit must. If we speak very precisely by elemental nature, this is Surd. By manifestation of strength, this is Thor. By passion and magnetism, Freya. Meditation with ruby. Important. Before starting, if there is heightened anxiety, work gently. If you feel excessive heart, place the stone beside you. Team activation of inner fire and the power of manifestation. If you have a ruby, take it in your hand. If you don't have one, imagine a deep red crystal. Sit upright. Your feet touch the floor. Take a slow inhale and long exhale. Bring your attention to the lower abdomen, to the pelvic area. Feel the support beneath you. Imagine that the ruby begins to warm up gently. It does not burn. It is as if it ignites from within. This fire is not chaotic. It is gathered, clear, directed. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel where there is stagnation in your life right now, where you know it is time to act. Imagine a red light emerging from the ruby. It enters your lower center and spreads through your body. This light restores desire, restores courage, restores the right to want. Repeat. I allow myself strength. I allow myself to act. I do not diminish myself. Now, bring your attention to the heart. The ruby lifts the warmth higher. This is not aggression, it is dignity. My heart is strong. My heart is alive. I have the right to shine. Now, very clearly, formulate one intention, concrete, without vaguening. For example, to launch a project, to express myself, to complete the oath, to allow myself greater income. The ruby anchors this intention in your field. Thank yourself. Thank your inner power. Take a deep breath. Slowly open your eyes. Ruby activates energy. Therefore, after the meditation, it is good to drink some water, walk a little, do grounding. And now we complete. Thank you all.